Happy New Year! Hello, welcome to this vlog. Hello, hello, hello. It's Sunday morning. I look like a bag of washing. I had a horrible night's sleep. Not an awful lot of sleep. Oh, hello. Anyway, as I was saying, had a bit of a stomach upset overnight. Really gripey stomach. Ended up getting up quite a few times. Felt like food poisoning, joy. But despite that, it's a new year. It is a new year, so I have to embrace it. So today will mostly be tidying up, I think. Cup of tea time. I love that window. How many houses have a window like that? It's quite cool. Cup of tea with a Dumbo cup, and then some scrambled eggs with a little bit of cheese. Now I know I'm wearing my top the wrong way round. It's been itching me for the last 5 minutes and I don't know why. I've looked into the back of the clothing to figure out what might be itching and I can't find it. So I've flipped it round before it drives me insane. And if it's a superstitious thing, then at this moment in time I don't care. At least it's not itching my back. So yesterday I actually started vlogging in the morning, but then I just had a really tough day yesterday. Very emotional. Everything was winding me up. It was almost like my head was going to explode. Too much just stuff in my head. So I stopped and I'm going to start afresh today. So I'm going to have my breakfast. So I didn't have the best night last night. Some kind of dodgy stomach. So I was up about 3 or 4 times with just horrible stomach pain. Just trying to, get rid of whatever it was. It feels quite a bit better this morning, but I do feel a wee bit bloated. And in the middle of the night, like you do, I thought, do you know what? I need a glass display case for my crystal collection. So I went onto Facebook Marketplace and organised one. So tomorrow I'm going to be picking up a glass display case for my crystals. Because I've got some more that came in a couple of days ago, which I didn't vlog, so you missed it. But you'll get to see them probably if you're interested throughout the coming days. There's a couple actually on the desk. What? You want to lick the plate? Yes, he does. For my scrambled eggs. Anyway, let's go and get these crystals that I was supposed to be selling, but in my awakeness last night, not feeling so good, I have to keep them. Let's go get them. Actually, no, I've changed my mind. I don't want to keep that one. Not fussed. So I thought I was losing my mind. I remember seeing one, unpacking one that had this, which is classed as druzy, which I'm learning about. And I thought, I'm sure I've seen one. Anyway, I found it, so I'm keeping this one. I keep seeing so many that I like that I want to keep, but that's not going to create a really good shop, is it? If I keep everything. Okay, so the pile when I was supposed to be keeping this one, I went back and got 2 more. But they're just really lovely, and I can't help it. I'm slightly obsessed. So the 3 more I'm adding back. They're staying here. Alfie, what happened? What have you done? And you just sat and watched, Edward. So I've cleared the one behind me and cleared the top of this because I'm going to move it round. Let me show you what I mean. So this one, I'm just going to clean it down. It's a little bit dusty. I'm going to clean that down and then lay it on top of here. Okay, Google, stop. So I have moved it up there with a little help from S. So it's now up there. So it does look a mess right now. It does. But as you can see, it looks really high now. I will be moving all of these crystals here and here over to the brand new glass cabinet, which is going in here. So now I just need to hoover because there's dust behind there, and then I'll be picking it up tomorrow. I'll be able to put all these lovely crystals in. This was one of my Christmas presents. This one I can't sell, it's just having to stay. There's a few more here, they all mean something. This was the first one that I got that was like that. Lots of candles. Audrey. So yeah, this will be finished. I've done all the bottom ones, so they're organised now. I know what's in those. How annoying is that? I've literally just wrapped up a whole load of crystals in a box. It's a job lot that's in eBay, and I find I missed one. So now I have to unwrap it and put it in. So we're ready to go out and do some second-hand shopping, antique stuff like we do on Sundays. We don't know how much of it's actually going to be open because it's New Year's Day, but we're going to give it a shot. Alfie's on the sofa, he looks quite comfortable. Let's go. So we're in a car park of one of them. We found one open. The Prince of Wales ones that we normally go to were closed, but we managed to get into one, even though some of the lights weren't working and the till wasn't working. But we made one, so we're going to try one more that we know might be open, but we're not really sure.
Elmo wants to sing a song.
So I'm down at Racker Green, which is near where my studio used to be in Nottingham. We kind of drove a bit further because the shop we wanted to go to wasn't open. And the newsagents that I always remember, they've retired and someone's taken it over, and it looks so different. It's got a new front on it and it's just completely different inside. It just feels really weird. It's like, oh no, you know, it's like an end of an era type thing. So we've ended up at Sainsbury's because the second-hand shop I wanted, well, we thought might be open, isn't open, but it is New Year's Day. We didn't really know what was going to be open, but we just needed to get out the house, really, have a bit of a breather. So he's trying to get as many crackers as possible because we had a cheese board last night and it was fantastic. I've forgotten how amazing cheese boards are. So he's been getting some more crackers and cheese, and I think we might do it again today. It was just very tasty. Oh, and I've just had another order, so I'll deal with that when I get home. It's the last of the chakra candles. I've wrapped the chakra candle, and I can't believe how quick it suddenly got dark. It's 5 o'clock now, and it's literally pitch black outside. I don't know how it happened so fast. So for my tea, I'm having salmon and rice. I think he's cooking. He's literally been cooking everything in the air fryer. But it's great, you know. So yeah, we're having salmon, I think. And possibly a bit of a cheese board afterwards. We discovered some Cars table waters, but they've got cheese on them, but it's only a small amount of cheese, a bit like a Ritz biscuit, and they're fantastic. So we've got blue cheese, we've got Edam, cheddar, Cathedral City. I think that's it. And I've just discovered he's put Elmo up there. I had no idea. I said, you don't need to give me the Elmo, you bought it. I can't think what he was buying it for, but it's up there now, bless him. Oh, I like an Elmo. I've got a story about Elmo actually. Years ago I used to work at, let me sit down. Years ago I used to work at a shop called Daisy and Tom. Don't know if you ever heard of it. It was in Chelsea and it was also in Manchester, a huge store with like 4 floors, a children's store. I worked there in the day when I was working in the theatre at night. Anyway, I was one of the staff that was taken on when it first opened, so we had ages and ages to sort of just build everything and put all of the stock in and everything. Anyway, we managed to build this Tickle Me Elmo wall, and it was the Tickle Me Elmos. So when we shouldn't have done it really, but because the shop hadn't opened yet, we just wondered what it would be like if we got all of them going. So literally we pressed all of the stomachs on all of the Elmos and the whole wall was shaking, and it was just really funny. I think you had to be there really, but it was a fantastic shop. It was by the same guy that runs Waterstones, I think. Waterstones. And there was a book, 2 books that went with the store, and everything within the store was related to the book. So in the shoe department, which is where I worked, there was a boat, because it was part of the story, and the kids would sit in the boat to have their feet measured, and it was all sort of boat orientated, and each part of the store had a sort of theme to go with the books, and it was a fantastic store. It was awesome, too expensive really. Probably that works in Chelsea, but it didn't last forever in Manchester. I think it was about 3 or 4 years. I left because I had Ellie, and then after that I don't think it lasted all that many years, which is a real shame because it was just a fabulous store. It had like designer children's clothes and toys and all of that. But yeah, if anybody remembers the store, let me know in the comments. I was one of the shoe staff, and I worked my way up to assistant shoe manager while I was there, and then yeah, in between throwing up in shoe boxes because of extreme morning sickness with Ellie, it's called hyperemesis, I eventually had to quit the job because I was spending too much time passing out and throwing up, not actually fitting any shoes, but I did really enjoy it there. Oh look, how cute is this? He's got us a candle and my dinner there and a drink. That's so sweet. It's cheese board time, so I'm in the kitchen. I'm gonna get everything out. We're having apple with cheese as well this time. Oh, there's cheesecake! I didn't know we had this. Strawberry cheesecake. That'll go down nicely. Right, we've got quite a lot here, so let me just work through everything. So we've got apples, so we can have a bit of apple with cheese. You know, like the Christmas cake thing that you do. So we've got brie. Oh no, blue. Just normal grated cheese. Edam. Cathedral City, little tiny ones. Then over here I've got more blue cheese. This one is blue Stilton. I've got, you can tell we like cheese. Red Leicester. Grated mature cheddar. Somerset brie. We're not going to have all this, just so you know. Some of it's left over from Christmas, you know, finish it off. And just natural, more mature cheddar. Right, so let's get the biscuits. So, we had these yesterday. Unbelievable. These are Cars Melts cheese. Out of all of the Cars biscuits I've ever had, gorgeous. What are we barking at? It's just a bin. Oh, I've also got Nibbles cheddar and smoked paprika in a tube. So I'll put a bit of this on the plate as well. Ooh. Masked Singer's on at the in the other room. I've just been watching it while finishing something, and I think that it's either Jane Horrocks, The Knitting, or Claire Richards, which is more likely for me, her voice. She was changing her upper belt into head voice so that we wouldn't realise it was Claire, I think. I've missed the second one because I'm in here, so I'll have a look in a minute. And we've got some grapes. I'm on Edam next. Edam. Now I've probably made too much, but I did quite enjoy doing it. So let me show you what I've put on. And I've got some spare cheese as well. So we've got some nice thick chunky bread there. 2 different types of grated cheese. We've got coloured cheddar, mild cheddar, Cathedral City, Edam, blue cheese. Those are the ones with paprika on. Cars Table Waters with the melted cheese, called a cheese melt. It's just got tiny little bits of cheese on it. And then on Essie's, I've added some grapes as well. So there's probably way too much, but can always put it back in the fridge for later. So I won't say who was the person to have the mask off at the end, in case you've not watched it yet. Take it off! But anyway, I enjoyed that. I like to watch a bit of telly now and again. So I've just had an order. I've got to go find it now. A crystal! The majority of my orders recently have been candles and oracle tarot cards, and this time it's an actual crystal. So I just have to find it in my big box. Yes, it is. Oh no, that's tiger eye. Oh, it's in here somewhere. Amethyst. Ah! I found it, and they've ordered 2.4, so I don't know which is a 2.4. So I'll have to go and have a look upstairs. Hello. So it's now Monday morning. I had a really good night's sleep. Lots of dreams, can't remember what they are right now, but dreamt an awful lot. Had some orders overnight, so I'm in the conservatory collecting them. There is an order of some Work Your Lights cards. I have a little list so I don't forget, bear with. Some friendship bracelets and some tiger eye, which I found yesterday when I was looking for something else. And I did put some more crystals on my website last night. I'm still going through them all to make sure that they're listed properly. Good morning, garden. Look at my garden, look how beautiful it used to be and compare it to this. But it's okay, it'll grow back. Morning, Tilly. Hi. So I'm having sausage sandwiches for breakfast. I have a bap. Let's not get into that conversation. Is it a muffin? Is it a bap? Is it balm cake? He's looking at me going, what is it to you? Is it a bap, a balm? It's a bread cake. No, it's a bap. It's a bap. He's shaking his head going, no, it's a balm cake. It's a bap. Anyway, I'm having a bap. I'm having, what are they called now? Richmond fake meat sausages. They're really, really good. So thanks, Richmond, I appreciate that. They taste very nice. Very nice. They're in the air fryer, of course. Everything goes in the air fryer now. I'll tell you what we have got as well, which is a bit of a thing. It's these. It's like a rubber thing that goes in the bottom of the air fryer, so it keeps it clean. Today we are going to South Emsall to pick up a glass display cabinet, and today I will be mostly putting the cabinet together and I'll be putting all the crystals in! Yay! So we're in the car, we're on our way to South Emsall for the display cabinet. My eBay has been going crazy this morning because I've got a whole bunch of crystals that I'm selling off, just little ones that I don't think I'm going to be taking on the stall, but S reckons I should hang on to them because you never really know what people want until you've actually done the stalls. So he's got a point, but they're on now, so I'll sell those ones. And then we'll see. So we've picked up the display unit. It took a bit of finding. It wasn't on the front like I thought it was kind of down one of the side streets. Turns out she's packing up because she's a full-time teacher and she's going to have her other business. She's selling everything off. So now we are at South Emsall front shops. There's a lot of ramps and we're looking for the post office. So the post office wasn't open. I didn't know whether it would be or not, because it's actually classed as Bank Holiday Monday today, even though we've had like bank holidays already because of New Year's and New Year's Day and stuff. So yeah, we're going, where are we going? We're going home now. We're going home and I'm going to go put up the display cabinet. Oh yeah. So I have got the cabinet right here. It's all flat pack, so my afternoon is an IKEA flat pack glass display cabinet, but I'm gonna give it a shot. It'll be fine. I can do this. Cabinet. Alfie. Oh, the joy of flat pack furniture. So we've got two sides, two frame sides, that's the back. We've got the frame, we've got two metal pieces. I think that must be the top and bottom where Alfie is. Then we've got the glass door and then some glass shelves. It's not as tall as I thought it would be, but it'll be fine for where I want it because I can still put stuff on top to make it feel that little bit taller. Right, what's first? Frame. So I'm a wee bit flustered, but I'm getting there. I've got the sides on, top, bottom. Now I've got to put the back on and the door on. It's not that difficult, but some of it, just takes a bit of staring at of the instructions. Like, what am I supposed to do? And Alfie keeps trying to eat everything, so that's making everything a little bit slower. Here's my bottom and top piece and sides. Now I have to get the door on. I'm so close. I've put my hair out of my face so I could see what I'm doing, but I've actually got the thing up and the door on. Now I have to put the shelves in. Normally, I would ask S for his help on this because he happens to be a joiner, locksmith, window person, so he knows all this. And he did help me because I was trying to put the back on the front. He was like, it's not going to fit because you've got it the wrong way around. But he's gone out now to do a locksmith job. And I'm going to try and get the shelves in. So this is what I've got. It's not as high as I hoped it would be. Not very good with measurements. Never have been. Numbers, maths, not my thing. So now I have to put the shelves in. I did it! La la! Yeah, not as tall as I'd hoped. But it's going to be fine for what I want it for. Which is awesome. It took me about 40 minutes. So IKEA, take note, it takes about 40 minutes to do. And these little clippy things on the inside, in the corners, absolutely kill your fingers. It would be great if they didn't hurt quite so much when you put them together. So let's fill it up. So on the top I've got a selection of candles, including one from Mallowbrook Candles who sent it specially. So I'm very grateful for that. Then we've got some Eco Wick and Woodwick candles. And then we've got my collection of crystals. So here you can see we've got quartz, citrine, amethyst, titanium. Second shelf, we've got my crystal ball, rose quartz, citrine, a selection of different ones, more amethyst, and then down the bottom is all my small tumble stones in two little kind of barrel type of boxes. So there we are. I did it. I think the next thing now is to get one of those lights that sits in the top, do you know, underneath, and it will light all the candles. The crystals. So that's next on my to-do list, and I've got all this to sort out because obviously I've moved it from there. Now I need to sort it out. There we are. So I've put an LED strip in the back, not round the entire thing because I've only got one that fits in that top bit. But that's a start, isn't it? So I like that. I think that looks pretty, and I can turn it on and off as I wish because it's battery powered. But I like that. That's lovely. Gorgeous. So it's Monday afternoon now. I've finished my display cabinet with the lights. I think I need lights all the way around, to be honest. I think the lights look nice, but they do need to be all the way around, and I haven't got a long one, so I'll order a new one that will have the on and off down the bottom so that it's, you know, a bit smarter. I'm just putting my dinner in the oven. I'm having a flatbread. It's like a homemade pizza, so it's less calories. I'm trying to be good. So flatbread with a tiny bit of cheese, tomato on, garlic, herb. So it's sort of like, not cheaper, a lower calorie version. I think he's going to have steak, but he's just having 5 because he's just come in from a locksmith job. And yeah, I think after that it's going to be a chill out, to be honest. I think it'll be time for a relaxing evening. So that is it for today's vlog. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back in a few days, but my main channel will be back on tomorrow. I will be filming tomorrow. I've got a few to do, so I'll see you over there. Bye, loves.